Granny here. I just wanted to share a couple of the games that I have been enjoying playing lately on the PlayStation Plus free. So I'm going to show you the top 5 games that I've played so far. Some of them I've played all the way through and beat the game. Others not so much. I've just started playing them. But I wanted you to know which ones that I have been enjoying playing and why I like to play them. So let's get into this. Number 5 on my list is Under the Waves. Under the Waves is a pretty decent little game. I haven't played a whole lot into it. I just started playing it. The graphics aren't as great as some games, but that aside, it still seems to have a pretty decent storyline. The guy is underwater, and he's living in kind of like an underwater base, sort of like a little ocean station, I guess, where they perform various tasks underwater to keep like pipelines and whatnot going. Um, anyway, he and his, I guess, wife have separated, and they are needing a little bit of time apart. So he chose to go and do this mission underwater while she stayed above ground or above water. Anyway, the whole thing has to do with him going around in a little submarine, completing various tasks. You can gather like garbage and recycle it into other things. Like I said, I haven't played it very much, but it does seem interesting. A lot of games don't hold my attention, but that game has held my attention for over an hour. And if a game holds my attention over an hour, it makes me want to continue to play it. So I will do another review later after I've beaten it and let you know what my final review is. But for now, it is a game that seems to be worth playing. And it does have some pretty decent footage. You see like whales and dolphins and whatnot swimming around, which makes it pretty neat. Alright, on to the next. Number 4 would be God of War. I just started playing God of War, this version. Now, I played the original God of Wars back in, I don't know, 2015, maybe 2016. I played some before that as well, so it's been a while since I played it. This game here starts off, he has a son. His wife has just died. So he's battling that and trying to raise his son. He spends a little bit of time trying to teach his son right from wrong and just different things. Trying to make him a better man, I guess, so to speak. Anyway, like I said, I've only played the game a couple of hours. Some of the bosses are difficult, and I have it on story mode, but the graphics are intense. The scenery is beautiful. It's got very beautiful scenery all around. And it's just pretty neat so far. And it's held my attention for a couple of hours. Therefore, it would have to be in my top 5. So I can't wait to complete this game, see where it goes, get the storyline, and go on to the Ragnarok that's also in the PlayStation Plus extra and premium. I have premium, so I can play all of the games, including the classics. But it's a pretty good game. Number 3 would have to be Jak and Daxter. This is the precursor Legends. When my daughter was younger, my youngest, she was not a big gamer, and I was trying to get her into playing games because that was what I absolutely loved to do. This was one of the games that I could actually get her involved in. And if you're new to my channel, you may not know, but those of you who have been around, I have been talking about my youngest daughter is living with me while they build their forever home. And so she and I were having fun playing this game again. We saw it on the PlayStation Plus in the classic games, I believe is where it was in. But her and I decided that we were going to start playing it once again. And we've been having a blast playing it. So it has to go up to number 3, just mainly for nostalgic reasons. But it is a good game at that. little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's a good game. Number two on my list would have to be Fallout 4. I have completed Fallout 4 with every ending, every modification that you can buy. So I have Far Harbor, and I've got the Nuka World, and all of them. I loved it so much. I've played it a million times, and each time that I had the money to get the extra add-ons, I bought them all. It just was a really good game. But you're running around um, post-nuclear bomb drop. You know, you were start out in a uh, fallout shelter where we were frozen and our son was kidnapped and our husband was killed. Or if you play as the guy, your wife was killed. But your son was taken, and the mission is to go all throughout the world and try and find your son and figure out what happened. And you can play as different factions, from the Brotherhood of Steel to the Minutemen to the Underground. Uh, there's so many things that you can do in this game, and I don't know. You could play and play and play, and I don't think you would ever run out of missions, because if you're playing with the Minutemen, Preston Garvey always gives you a new mission to go on with something. But you can even just play it and build like little settlements or whatever, and just run settlements and do nothing else and still have fun playing the game. So there's a lot that you can do in this game. Several hours of game time that you can have fun and play. You can play it a million times and change the way you play. You can play as a good guy. You can play as a bad guy. I mean, it's just a great way to spend some time, I guess, because this game, it becomes addicting. I was very addicted to it. Great game, so it has to be number two on my list. Number one on my list has to be Days Gone. It's a post-apocalyptic game that I fell in love with when I purchased it a few years ago. I was looking for a few games that weren't costly. This one I got for just like maybe $5-6. Fell in love with the storyline. Couldn't stop playing it. I played it, getting most of the trophies. But you go around the world. You do different missions for different camps. Storyline takes place. Your wife was attacked by a little kid during the commotion of I guess, the beginning of the apocalyptic time where the zombies were taking over. A little kid was scared, ended up stabbing her. So she got hurt. You put her on a helicopter, and the camp where they were taking her to was overrun by freakers. So this is you after you believe your wife is dead, because, like I said, the camp was overrun. But you go around, the whole story is trying to find out the truth about what happened to your wife after she got on that helicopter. You and your friend Boozer are going around the world, just doing what you got to do to survive. In this day and time, the bounties that you can get to gain credits in these camps is by killing freakers and running missions for them. They've got to, they want you to clear out the area and make it safe for the camp and whatnot. So you go around doing different things. You collect the ears of the freakers, and that's kind of like the currency in the game. You can also, like I said, do the missions for it. But this game is absolutely amazing. Story is beautiful. Scenery is amazing. Graphics are great. I can't play it enough. I played it so many times, it's not even funny. But anyway, that would be the top 5 for me. I do plan on doing more of these reviews, and I will get more in depth with my review. This is my first kind of review, and I just thought it would be fun to kind of tell you some of the games that I absolutely enjoy playing and what's worth downloading if you've got PlayStation Plus. Now, most of the games that I mentioned here, if you have the middle tier of PlayStation Plus, you can play these games. If you've got premium, you can play those games, and then there's more. There's all kinds of ones in like the classic catalog, and then there's the Ubisoft with like the Assassin's Creeds and all that. But I just wanted to put out there what I thought was worth playing, and to me, it's worth getting the PlayStation Plus Premium if you can afford it, because you know it gives you extra games that you got to play, or that you can play that you don't have to buy. And if you're like me, my wallet is usually empty, so it's kind of nice to pay $20 or whatever, and be able to get the extra games for free. So a lot of these games can become expensive. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching my review. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you hit the like button on this. Share this video. Leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite top 5 is. Why they're your favorite top 5. Or even if you just want to give a shout out and say, hey, go ahead and do that. We'd appreciate it. But anyway, keep on gaming. We'll catch you on the flip side.